We're doing it. It's a live stream. I haven't done one of these in so long, dude. Um, damn. Can you guys let me know if everything looks and sounds okay, please? I see we got a bunch of people in the chat already, so thank you to everyone who is hanging out. I'm probably gonna go for like I don't know, maybe an hour or so, um, or until I have to pee really badly. I just peed like 3 times in the last 10 minutes to try to just drain everything, and we'll see if I can make it because I am drinking tonight just a little bit. What's up, everybody? We got 27 folks. If anyone has any questions, Dusty said play something from one of those guitars. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You don't want to hear me play guitar, trust me. I have been playing a lot today, though. My fingers are all fucked up. Belfast said, hi from Ireland. Nice. Ireland, dude. My last name is O'Grady. I'm kind of Irish. Not really, though. Shannon said, are you planning a new trip? And honestly, I think I just want to go back and finish what's left of the PCT. So I think that's probably my next big trip, anyways. Other than that, I low key kind of want to do the Superior hiking trail next year, and we'll see. We'll see. But honestly, my sights are kind of set on the PCT. I'm chilling on backpacking for just a little bit though, because right now I just like want to relax. I want to chill. I don't think a lot of you guys know this, but about maybe 3 weeks after I got home from the PCT, Luke, who edited the videos, and I went out and hiked the Washita Trail in Oklahoma and Arkansas, which was 220 miles. And so I got home from the PCT and I was like, fuck, like I need to relax. And then like within a week, we had made plans to go do this hike. And then so I went and took a little victory lap. Whoa. And so I have a video of that coming out. Luke's editing it. He hasn't started it yet, but he'll be starting it soon. So probably sometime beginning of next year, you guys will get a long video of our Washita Trail through hike, which I don't think I've ever mentioned on the channel. The Patreon supporters have heard about it, but like I don't think it's been mentioned in any of the regular videos. So there you go. Let's see. Oh boy, is that Roch? Rockin' the Mountains said, since you live in Vermont, are you thinking of doing the Adirondack 46 high peaks and becoming a 46er? I don't live in Vermont anymore, unfortunately, but that I moved since I got home from the PCT. So that's a very recent development. And I've already done the 46, actually. I got the flag right there. I finished the 46 over the course of a few years. I finished my last peak. I finished on Haystack in 2019. It was just a normal 46er, no like grids or winter. It was all just like 3-season, and it was sick. I love the Adirondacks, man. I miss that place so much. I miss the whites. I miss everything up north. Let's see. Matt O said, how are Flossie and Brandon? Are they still alive? Are you guys still friends? Yes, we're still friends. And dude, freaking, oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that because I feel like I'm probably gonna get a few questions about Flossie tonight. Trail Tales, the podcast, is coming back, and the first like redemption episode is coming out tomorrow morning, and it's with Flossie. And so in that episode, if you guys listen to the show, then like please go back and check out this new episode that's coming out. But even if you've never listened to the podcast before and you followed the PCT videos, I really think you should listen to the podcast. Again, it's called Trail Tales. It's on every podcast app. Anywhere you find podcasts, you'll be able to listen to it because I interviewed Flossie and we talked for most of the episode about what happened to him and kind of what he was going through on the PCT, why he ended up getting off when he did. And I feel like we answered, I don't even want to say we answered a lot of questions, but we gave a lot more details about everything that was going on, like way more details than we did in the videos. I feel like in the videos, he kind of like abruptly left and he explained it a little bit in the, the parting video, but like, I don't know, there was a lot more to it. And so please go listen to this episode tomorrow. I'm really excited to have the podcast back. And if you followed the PCT videos, I think you'll get a lot out of this. Let's see. This is fun, guys. I'm excited to be live streaming it. My heart's like racing right now. I'm not used to this. I'm out of practice here. Um, we got so many chats here, blah blah blah. I'm sorry. I'll try to get to everybody, but I'm gonna miss some stuff for sure. Um, Desert Fisherman said, "Is the guitar prop if not pick?" I'm not gonna shred for you guys. I suck. I suck. Jason said, "Thank you for bringing the podcast back." No, Jason, thank you. So many people have been telling me to bring it back. It's been over a year, and my intention always was to bring it back after I was done the PCT, but then I just had to wait because of some logistical stuff until now. But it's coming back. Dusty asked, "Where do you live now, if not Vermont?" I am currently living in South Carolina, but I'm only going to be here for a few months, and then I'm going to be in Hawaii for like a month, and then who knows? Who knows where life will take you? We got our first super chat, dude. Oh my God. I forgot about super chats. I forgot what this looked like. I forgot what this felt like. Old Guy Outdoors. That's a great name. Old Guy Outdoors. Thank you very much for your $10 super chat. That's so awesome, guys. Man, like, oh, I'm so excited to be live streaming. Old Guy Outdoors said, "Enjoy a beer on me." Will do. Thank you very much, Old Guy Outdoors. um, Here's a good question. This will be helpful too, hopefully. Brad Benjamin said, "I'm planning to do the Northville Lake Placid Trail this summer. What would be your ideal start date?" Great question. The old NPT, another place I miss very much, although it kind of kicked my ass both times that I did it. I failed the first one. I completed the second one. Ideal start time. Let's see. So when Flossie and I did it back in 2020, we thought that starting in September would be the move because the bugs would be, dying down. We'd get some foliage, and both of those things did happen, but it was cold and rainy too, and so that was like pretty shitty. And so, ideal start time, I think early September is probably the best because it won't be quite as cold. The bugs maybe won't be quite as bad. You might get some leaves. I don't know, like early to mid September, I'd say. We started mid September. Excuse me. It was probably actually like a little bit later September because we finished on like October 2nd or something like that. And it was hard. So yeah, early September for the MPT. We got another super chat from Milo, dude. Milo said, "Always fun to see you. Thanks for all you do. I'm forcing my girlfriend Molly to watch with me." Hello, Molly. Hello, Milo. Thank you for the super chat, Milo. A longtime commenter. Those of you that comment on a lot of the videos and live streams and stuff, I try to like remember your usernames and like your profile pictures and stuff because there's a lot of you that comment on like everything. And guys, I appreciate that so much. Milo, thank you for your super chat. Thank you for just hanging out in the live stream tonight. And then of course, American Hiker 69 had to give me a $5 super chat. This gentleman is a moderator, so he's at work right now and he's not getting paid, and he's still giving me money, which is incredible. So American Hiker 69, thank you very much. And for those of you that have never been to a live stream, I know that I'm getting the number wrong at the end of his his name there. Milo and American Hiker 69, thank you guys. And then Karen Griswold said, "Because Karens and Kyles need to stick together." Man, oh, I miss doing this. Karen, thank you very, very much for your super chat. Thank you for watching. Another name I recognize from various comments. Man, you guys are awesome. I can't even keep up with the questions now because you guys are hitting me with so many super chats. Karen, thank you very much. Drew said, "Can you reach out to Quadzilla for a Trail Tales episode? He did a calendar year Triple Crown this year if you didn't hear from him yet." Drew, I will definitely reach out to him. I have a list of potential guests I want to get on, and he's already on the list. By the way, guys, smash the like button. I always try to get the number of likes equal to or greater than the number of people watching by the end of the live stream. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do so. I appreciate that. But back to Quadzilla. So Drew, I actually met Quadzilla on the PCT. Flossie and I hiked with him, and I do quotations there because it was part of the night hiking, and that dude is an absolute just like he's crazy. He was absolutely sending it, and so we didn't keep up with him for very long, but we hung with him for about 24 hours. And I didn't put him in the video at all, which is I should have done that, to be honest, but because we were we were real close together. We were chatting and stuff for a good bit of that night hike, but I didn't film very much of him. I should have. But I would love to get Quadzilla on the podcast. that would be freaking awesome. Um, Dusty said, Kyle, I was behind you on the PCT by a few weeks and saw on the trail registers on the PCT, people were clowning you by writing Dan Becker sucks. What? No way. That's so funny. That's so funny, dude. I've never heard of that before. I've written it a few times on other logbooks, not on the PCT, but damn, that's hilarious, Dusty. Thank you for sharing that, Dusty. Um, let's see. Man, there's so many questions, guys. DC said, "How is Flossie doing?" I figured I was probably going to get this question a lot. Oh, American Hiker 69 threw in another super chat too. Damn, 6'9" crushing it. Damn, where was that question? I just started there. Okay, yeah. DC said, "How's Flossie doing?" Flossie's doing good. Again, definitely listen to the Trail Tales episode that's coming out tomorrow. I'll share a link to it on my community tab, just so you guys see it. And yeah, Flossie is doing well. He has a job now. I wish I could have him on live streams and podcasts, but we just don't live together anymore. But we've been talking, and he's doing well. Listen to the Trail Tales episode. He talks about like exactly what happened to him, like what he was going through. We tell the entire story. Like I said, that really wasn't told on the videos, on the PCT videos, because honestly, it was kind of, in his words, traumatic for him. And I didn't really feel comfortable like filming some of that stuff. Again, we did talk about it a little bit in the videos, but like, I don't know, we didn't really tell the full story, and in the podcast we do. So I'm going to mention that every time someone asks a question about Flossie, guys, because I'm just excited to have the podcast back. I want you guys to listen. Let's see. American Hiker 69 said, Kyle, what's your long-term goal for the channel, or maybe what's your bucket list trail? Long-term goal for the channel, I just want to keep doing this as long as I can, guys. I love doing this. I feel so grateful that people watch my videos and that the channel has been growing and people have been subscribing, and that there's 185 people watching me right now. Like, that's awesome. I don't know. So long-term goal for the channel, I want to keep it going for as long as I possibly can. So I will not be stopping anytime soon. And then Uncle Andy, or no, sorry. The other question there was, what's your bucket list trail? Oh man, Baker and I did a Trail Tales episode about this like a year or two ago, and I totally got shit on for my answers in that episode. Bucket list trail, dude. I don't really have like a one trail that's like my bucket list trail. There's just a bunch of trails that I want to hike and that are on my little mental list and that I will get to eventually. CDT's on there, but shit, I haven't even finished the PCT yet, for fuck's sake. So I got to finish that first. Milo said, I'm going to throw a party when you hit 40K subs. Me too. No, I'm going to wait until 100K. When I hit 100K subs, which might take a while, but when I hit 100K subs, I'm going to be pumped, dude. I'm pumped for 50K. We're getting a little bit closer. Greg said, Cluck, Farkson, go St. Lawrence. That's a reference to where I went to school, Clarkson University. St. Lawrence is right down the street, and there's a big rivalry there. Felix said 100K requires a fan meetup. I would love to do a fan meetup someday. I don't think I have enough people right now to really make it worth it. Like, I feel like nobody would show up, but maybe when I have 100K, people would show up. I would love to have a fan meetup. Anytime I get recognized by people and like people like in person, like tell me they watch the videos and stuff, which doesn't happen like a ton, but it does happen. I love that stuff. Like, I'd love to meet every single one of you, dude. Let's see here. Dusty said, what other athletic things do you like other than hiking? I like running, but like I haven't really done it very much since I got home from the PCT. You guys might remember at the beginning of the PCT videos, I had like a little issue with my foot. It wasn't a little issue, it was a big issue. It almost made me quit the trail, to be honest. But after I got home from the PCT, I went on like a couple like very short runs, and then my foot started hurting again. and I was like, shit, does this mean I can't run? And then I went on the Washita Trail, and it was kind of hurting at the start, and then it got better by the time I finished, and like I didn't even feel it. But I haven't ran since then because I'm kind of afraid to be honest. So I like to run. I like hockey too. I played when I was a kid. I haven't skated in years though, but I'm a big Bruins fan. If you couldn't tell from the shirt, they're crushing it this year too. They're crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Um, let's see. Gerald said your mom must have visited today. Your laundry hamper is empty. You can't see my laundry hamper because I purposely put it over there so it's not on screen. That's a little, what do you call it? A little table thing. Greg said, any chance you'll ever do the AT again and vlog it? Love watching all the AT vlogs, and your PCT vlog was awesome. I don't think I'll ever do the AT again, guys. I loved the AT, honestly, but like, oh man, I feel like I only have one more. I don't want to say this for sure, but I feel like, man, doing long through hikes like that, I know some people can just crush them, but like it takes a toll on your body. And so I kind of want to save one more long one for the CDT, but I'll never say never. I will say that it's really nice now that I have so much footage from the PCT, because then when I'm making videos, I can use all that footage as like B-roll, and I can make videos about the PCT and like kind of tell the story with the footage. But on the AT, I wasn't filming. I didn't have the channel at the time. And so I don't have like any footage of the AT, which sucks because like I want to make videos about the AT, but I don't have any B-roll footage. It's stupid, but I don't think I'll ever hike the AT again. I'm sorry, Greg. I'll do parts of it for sure. There's definitely sections I want to do. By the way, guys, please hit the like button if you haven't already. I'm sorry if you already did. I know that's fucking annoying. People hate YouTubers for saying this bullshit, but it really does help. And I want to get the number of likes equal to or greater than the number of people watching. Right now we have 215 people watching, dude. Damn. Thank you guys so much for being here. Ontario Hiking Trail said, I have not watched any of your videos, to be honest, but maybe later. Hey, whatever it takes. I'm just glad you're here. Drew said you could get B-roll footage by hiking the AT again. I know, but that can't be my only motivation for hiking the AT. Come on. You got to do it because you want to do it. And I don't really want to through hike the AT again. I will be totally honest. Let's see here. Frank said, have you considered hiking in Europe? I get this question a lot. I will definitely go someday, but honestly, there's just so much stuff here in the United States. I also don't have a passport, so it's just like not high on my priority list, to be honest. I would like to just go to Europe. I've never been to Europe before, so I think just visiting and like I'll do some hikes while I'm there, I guess. So like, yeah, I would love to go there, but it's just not high on my list, unfortunately. I want to go to Austria, dude. I had a roommate when I was in college for a semester that was an exchange student from Austria, and that place looks sick. I want to go to Austria and Switzerland as well. I want to go to all of it. Let's see. This is so awesome, guys. I can't believe there's 217 people here. Thank you all so much. It's been a long time since I've done this, guys. This is awesome. More people talking about the this acoustic guitar. I should have known better than putting those stupid guitars back there. Sean said you should do a hot tent trip with the Shill brothers, dude. I haven't talked to those guys in a while. I would probably do it, although I don't know. Maybe. I would like to backpack with them. American Hiker 69 said my buddy moved to Austria. He hates it. Oh man, really? Well, I don't want to move there. I just want to visit. I'm not going to play Wonderwall, guys. I'm not going to do it. Malmer said, you going to get your downhill skiing fix this winter? Probably not, because I'm in South Carolina. So it's kind of a bummer. I really miss skiing. I've been watching a lot of like skiing and snowboarding videos over the past like couple weeks. And all my friends back up in Vermont are like, they're finally getting some snow there. The resorts are opening up, but probably not this year. Maybe towards the spring. Maybe in the spring I'll go up and make a trip. Dusty said, what's your favorite backpacking chair? I knew I was going to get that question. Dude, did you guys see the short I posted like a week ago? I posted a short where I I took a clip from that camp chair video I made back in like 2021 or whenever the hell I made it. That video I made just goofing on camp chairs, which was very well received. Like people loved that video. That's where the whole camp chair joke came from in the first place. And so I thought like, okay, I can take that video that did really well, that was like a big hit on my channel, and turn that into a short. Like logically, that makes sense, right? Like people will like the short too. So I did that and I posted a short from that video, and like, dude, people were getting pissed at me. Like people were unsubscribing. I lost a few Patreon supporters. Like people were just telling me I was an asshole, and like I was like, oh my god, like I took it down, dude. I deleted that shit because I never gotten a response like that from a. It was like overwhelmingly like negative response to this short, and I think what happened is the joke just didn't come across very well in the shorter format. Like it came across like better in the long video, even though like a lot of people that like camp chairs are probably still like, oh, like fuck this guy. Like at least like it was pretty obvious that it was like a joke. But I think in the short I made, maybe the joke just didn't come across. And so people were just like, this guy's just an asshole. He's just making fun of people for carrying this gear. It's not even funny. So I took it down. People did not respond well to that. Oh man. I've very rarely ever taken down any fucking videos. Only 2 times, and that was one of them. And the other time was not because the response was bad, but just because I was being a little baby. Will you ever pack a camp table? No. If I'm car camping. Eric said, you guys made some solid daily miles on the PCT. Do you chalk it up to your youth? Good looks, amazing preparation. But seriously, any advice for PCT physical preparation? We went probably about as hard as we went as hard as I pretty much could. But like, dude, there's people out there that go way harder than we did. But Eric, I do appreciate that. Any advice for PCT physical preparation? Don't hurt yourself when you're training like I did and fucked my foot up. But it's definitely good to train. Listen, I'm not like an athletic trainer. I don't really feel like comfortable just being like, you should do this exercise and this and this and this. All I can do is talk about what worked for me. And for me, I was like hiking and running. I was starting to ramp up the mileage a little bit. I wasn't doing anything crazy, but I went on a few hikes and that's when I hurt my foot. And then I was also doing like weight training in the gym, just squatting and doing the leg presses at Planet Fitness and all this gym stuff. And then I was doing some cardio as well. Like that's what I did. And I didn't do as much training as I was planning on because I hurt my foot. And I basically spent like a month. I still weight trained after that, but I didn't like hike or anything after that. But Flossie trained really hard and he was in great shape right at the start. He was in better shape than I was at the beginning. I did catch up eventually, but you know, Mark said, your comedy is your strong suit. More of that content coming. I think what Mark is referring to there is like some of the sketches I've done, like making fun of ultralight people and stuff. Yes, I'll make more of those videos. People always ask me to make more comedy videos, but dude, this is such a me thing. Like I get so embarrassed by those videos because with comedy videos, if you put out a comedy video, it's either funny and people love it or it's just embarrassing. Like if I put out a normal video, like talking about gear or whatever, and it's like maybe not the best video, like it might be like a shitty video and it might not do very well, but like it's not like embarrassing. But like if you swing and miss when it comes to comedy, it's just embarrassing. And so like I just get hesitant to do those videos because of that. But people always want them, so I should do them. And actually, I have a short that's going to be coming out. I don't know exactly. Sometime maybe on Sunday. I think I'm going to post it. Don't quote me on that, but I think on Sunday I'm going to post a short that is a new comedy thing, like not repurposed from a previous video, like a new sketch making fun of people who don't filter their water. I don't think it's that good, to be honest, but I posted it on Patreon and they seem to like it, so I think I'm going to post it. Let's see. I live for the comedy videos. People are asking about Flossie. Yeah, so I've already said this a few times, so I apologize to people who have been watching since the start. But Flossie is doing good, and tomorrow morning, the first Trail Tales episode in over a year is coming out with Flossie, where he explains everything that happened to him on the PCT. He talks about why he got off. He gives way more details than we ever did in the videos, and he talks about how he's doing now and stuff. And he gives a lot more answers about what happened to him and how he's doing now and stuff than we ever did in the videos. And so all I'm going to say now is I'd rather just have you guys listen to that instead of trying to speak for him. He is doing good. He is doing good. But go listen to that episode tomorrow morning, Trail Tales, any podcast app. And you will be able to hear the full story. I'm so excited to post that episode. Man, there's so many people here. Hit the like button, please, guys, if you haven't already. And thank you so much for all the questions, for everything. This is awesome. Let's see. Derek said, is there going to be a Baker pod coming up? Yes, there is. We don't have any planned or recorded yet, but I was chatting with Baker just a few days ago. There will be many Baker pods because I love talking to Baker. If you guys don't listen to the podcast, Baker, he's never been on the channel before, but he has been on many episodes of Trail Tales. He's a friend of mine from the Appalachian Trail. And yeah, he will definitely be back on the podcast. Lexi said, will you be getting Brandon on the podcast? Funny enough, yes, I will be. He will be, if all goes to plan, he will be the next guest after the episode dropping tomorrow. So he'll be next week. We actually were going to record last night, and then we got connected and he was driving and he was in the car, which I didn't realize he was going to try to do the podcast while he was driving. And I could just hear the highway. It sounded terrible. So I was like, okay, we're going to reschedule this for this weekend. So yes, both Baker and Brandon will both be on the podcast. Caveman OS Hiking said, hello from Nashville. Hell yeah. I went to Nashville when I was a kid. I don't remember much, but it does seem like a pretty sweet city. Any YouTube channels you watch on a regular basis? Yeah, I watch YouTube all day, every day, basically. Oh man, let's see. Should I just pull it up right now and see what's on my thing? I mean, you guys can't see my screen, obviously, but let's see. Oh, first thing that comes up is grab a drink and come BS with me from Kyle Hates Hiking. What an asshole. Let's see. Jonathan Buckhouse is a channel I've been watching a lot because I've been watching a lot of snowboarding and stuff. Let's see, we got Jupiter here in the homepage. Finn McKenty, the hockey guy. Theo Vaughn, freaking Mark Normand. I've been watching a bunch of his videos. He's a stand-up comedian. I fucking love this Mark Normand, dude. He's so funny. Let's see here. You're the new Mr. Ballin with the crime stories. Dude, so many people commented saying I was Mr. Ballin, but I didn't know who that was until yesterday. So a few people commented that and I was like, I don't know who this guy is. And then Flossie sent me a message after he watched the video and he was like, yo, you're like Mr. Ballin. And I was like, okay, now I need to actually find out who this guy is. So I looked him up. I didn't watch his videos. I just glanced at his channel and yeah, it's pretty funny. I don't know. A lot of people loved. Did you guys watch that video I posted on Monday? The one about Scott Lilly, the hiker who was murdered on the AT back in 2011. Rick said the crime one was very creative. Lexi said, I liked the crime one. I got such a good response to that video, guys. I was a little bit nervous to post it because it's different and the response was great. So I'm definitely going to do more videos like that. And honestly, it was just good to tell people about Scott Lilly's story. If you guys didn't watch that video I posted on Monday, go watch it because it's it's something that not very many people know about. Like lots of people know about various murders that have happened on the AT. A lot of them have gotten a pretty good amount of attention from hikers in the media, but for some reason people don't know about Scott Lilly, and he was the second most recent person to be killed on the AT as well. So I just think it's bizarre that more people don't know about it. I even got some messages from like some pretty high profile people, like other hiking YouTubers that were like, damn, like I didn't even know about this. So like it's crazy. Go watch that video. Um, let's see. People saying the video is good. Corey said, "Go Bruins! Let's go! Their Bruins are killing it this year, guys." Um, Mark said, "Just started backpacking this year. I'm just a weekend one due to family commitments, but did 4 great trips: Grayson Highlands, Dolly Sods, Pennsylvania, Grand Canyon, and the Virginia Triple Crown." Nice, nice. Is that the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon, or is that Pennsylvania and the Grand? I'm assuming he didn't just hike all of Pennsylvania. So freaking, I've never heard of the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon before. But Mark, I'm so glad you're getting into it, and I hope you keep doing it too. And maybe you'll get a chance to through hike one day, maybe. But even if you don't, just keep going out there. I've been just taking my time on that beer. That thing is cold or warm as shit. This one should be better. Richard said, "Kyle, is it ever tough being the realest motherfucker on this platform as it pertains to hiking info / review / content?" Well, that's a very, very nice compliment, Richard. I don't think I'm the realist. I think all the other backpacking channels you guys watch, like they're all real too, man. Come on. They are. I've talked to a lot of them behind the scenes, and they're all super awesome. But I try to keep it real, dude. Try to keep it fucking real, dude. Man, I'm such a loser. Donna said, "Your video on Scott Lilia was very well done. Even though your sarcasm is greatly appreciated and hilarious, your serious side is also impressive and heartfelt. Keep up the great work." Thank you very much, Donna. I appreciated it. That video is actually pretty easy for me to make because I think the hardest part about making videos for me is trying to be funny because I usually feel like if I'm not funny, then the video sucks, which is probably true. And for this one, I was like, well, this is a serious topic. Like, I'm not going to be making jokes about, this very tragic circumstances, obviously. And so it was pretty easy for me to make it because I just told the story. I didn't have to worry about being funny. Thank you very much, Donna. That's very, very, very kind. I appreciate that. Paul Stewart said, "I can't take months off to do the AT, but I'd like to spend 10 days on trail. Any suggestions for a section hike?" I'm actually thinking about doing a video where I talk about like the 5 best section hikes on the AT or something like that. I got a suggestion from a viewer one time on Instagram telling me I should make that video. And I was like, that's a great idea. So I'm going to do that someday. Not in the works at the moment, but that's on my list of video ideas. 10 days. Where did that go? 10 days on trail. It's tough for me to say exactly because I don't remember the mileage well enough to be like, this is exactly a 10-day section, but I'll just say the Grayson Highlands are really cool. The Rowan Highlands section was really cool. That'll definitely not take you 10 days though. That's a shorter section. If you're in good shape, you could go crank out the 100-mile wilderness in Maine, although don't do that unless you're like an experienced backpacker because it can get a little treacherous out there. The Whites, anywhere in the Whites, basically, although not as remote as the 100-mile wilderness, but also very difficult hiking. So make sure you're ready for that. But you really can't go wrong, honestly. You could like start in the Smokies maybe, and then just hike for 10 days, like something like that. Like any of those sections should suffice. Let's see. Just watched your PCT videos. Curious, did you check out Postpile and Bernie Falls? A couple other PCT landmarks I noticed were not showed. I don't remember Postpile, but Bernie Falls, that name sounds familiar. Let me Google it real quick. Let's see if I can spur my memory. I definitely remember Bernie Falls. Oh, you know what? We did not go to Bernie Falls because we had just taken a 0 in Bernie. And I think we kind of just blew right through there because Bernie Falls was just like a few miles or a mile after the road. And we had just gotten back on trail from a 0 and we were just feeling lazy and we were like, no, we got to get after it. So we skipped it. I heard amazing things though. That's why I remembered the name, even though I didn't even go there. We probably should have done it. We heard it was really sick from a lot of people. Um, Dusty said Devil's Post Pile is just past Red's Meadow. I remember Red's Meadow, but I don't remember Devil's Post Pile. If it was off the trail, we probably didn't go to it. Um, Dusty really wants me to play the guitar, dude. Let's see. Dusty said, "Have you ever had a tick?" Yes, I have. Although never hiking. I've had them crawling on me, but I've never had a tick bite me while I was hiking. The only time I ever had a tick actually bite me was when I was at an after party when I was in high school. After prom, I was at like I was at a lake, like chilling outside by a fire, and then the next morning I woke up and there was a tick in my stomach. Not in my stomach. It was like my right below my belly button. Fuck that shit, dude. I hate ticks, man. I only saw a few on the PCT. This is a great question here. Matt said, "Does the push to get in miles take away from being able to enjoy the scenery?" That's a great question. I actually talk about this a little bit in the video I'm going to be posting on Thursday, which is tomorrow. I just filmed it today. But uh yeah, it does a little bit, but at the same time, and this is kind of what I talk about in the video, like the scenery isn't the only thing that is like, how do I say this without sounding like a douchebag? It's not all about the scenery, I guess. And so I get a lot of satisfaction out of pushing miles. And yeah, maybe it does take away from the scenery a little bit, but it also just gives you a different kind of satisfaction. And so I like to push miles. It for me, and again, I'm not doing like crazy miles, like nothing unheard of. But like for me, like really pushing myself out there, like makes me just as happy as doing or as seeing the scenery and stuff. It's both important. Okay, it's both important. But yes, you do end up passing a lot of places that you might have otherwise like stayed at because the view is nice. Donna said, "Did you like the New Jersey section of the AT?" I did like it actually. That was the most positive experience I've ever had in the state of New Jersey. I'll say that. Um, let's see. Um, do you have Spider-Man sheets there? No, I don't. Um, Now that you did most of the PCT, do you understand why West Coasters laugh when we see the views on the AT? No, I don't, because oops, hit the mic there. No, the views on the AT are fine. Okay, like the views in the White Mountains, in my opinion, rival like a lot of the stuff that I saw in the PCT. However, I will concede that most of the views on the AT, especially the middle part, yeah, they're not the best, but I don't know. You shouldn't laugh. The AT gets this rap as like the green tunnel, like there's no views. Like there's still plenty of beautiful scenery. There's still plenty of beautiful things on the AT, especially up north, dude. Like in the Whites and in like Maine. Like that stuff is awesome. I miss it up there so much, guys. I can't wait to get back up there. I'll be hiking up there next summer for sure. Um, let's see. You guys are cracking me up in this chat, dude. I miss doing this. Thank you guys all. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please do that. Please, please, please. Oh, we got another super chat. Thank you so much, Blind Observer. Wow. And it's a cat. We got cats giving me super chats. That's right. Mr. Kyle, how's it going? It's going great. Question: who would win in a fencing match with trekking poles? Justin outdoors or Darwin on the trail? Whew, let me think about this one for a second. Man, I have not met either one of those guys in person, so it's kind of hard to size them up. Um, oh man, I don't know. I like both of them. I don't want to insult them by choosing a winner, dude. They would both beat my ass, that's for sure. But I'm gonna say I don't know, dude. I can't decide. What do you guys think? I feel like I have to answer this. This is a super chat. I have to pick one. Okay, let's think about it. Let me take a sip. I'm picturing it. They're going at it. I think Darwin's gonna win because he is. I feel like he's just very like strong headed. Like he doesn't give a fuck. He does what he wants to do. And so again, they would both beat my ass. So this is not me saying Justin Outdoors is not the man because he is the man and he's got an awesome channel. But I think I'd have to pick Darwin. Looks like Darwin has the people are saying Darwin. Dusty said Justin is a Canadian. He's too nice. That's a good point. But I was also thinking maybe because he's a Canadian, he's used to some gnarly weather and shit. And so maybe that would make him a little bit tougher. But I'm going with Darwin. Um, man, this is fun, guys. I'm gonna start doing these on the regular. I'm not gonna pick like a schedule, but keep your eye out for more live streams. Maybe like I'll try to do one a week or something like that. As long as you guys enjoy it and as long as people keep watching. Um, Darwin isn't as tall as he looks. He is tall, probably like 6 feet. 6 feet is pretty tall. He's taller than me. I'm only 5'10". Dusty said, "Did you get recognized on the PCT?" Yeah, we did. We got recognized every now and then, like maybe once every like couple of days, and sometimes it would be more like at trail days I got recognized quite a bit, and then sometimes we'd go sections without anybody recognizing us. So it really depended, but it was never it was like, I don't know. I like it. I like it when people recognize me. It's nice because like you get all these views and these likes and all this bullshit, but like when you actually meet someone in person that like appreciates your videos and like knows who you are, it just feels. I wish I felt like this every time I got a nice comment, but like it just like it hits you a little bit more, you know. And so yeah, we did get recognized every now and then. It was nice at trail days. I met a bunch of people that watched the videos, which was super cool. If anyone in the chat has ever recognized me, put it in the chat. Let's see. Alex Whitney said, "What kind of beer are you drinking?" I honestly don't know what this is. I just picked it up at the grocery store. Pigsa Brewing Company from Black Mountain, North Carolina. Yeah, that's how you say that, right? It's pretty good. I'm just a huge pale ale guy or lagers. I like basic beers. I like IPAs, but I don't know. I like just a nice pale ale or a nice lager. um, let's see. Oh man, there's so many questions here. Drew said, "Do you ever wear your backpack on the front just for goofs?" No, that's pretty funny. I feel like there could be a skit made out of that or like a joke or something made out of that. I've never thought of that before. Um, let's see. Hayden said, "Would you ever consider using a backcountry bidet?" I've gotten this question before. No. I've never used a bidet ever, but I don't really want to. Um, I'm pretty good at wiping, to be honest. I don't really see the need to change it. Definitely not. Cause like, dude, you're freaking I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna take my water bottle and like freaking put that right next. No, man, that's not no. I know some people swear by them, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Scott said, "Would you ever break up with a girl if you found out she used a camp chair?" Yes. Yes, I would. Yes, absolutely. Um, let's see. Mark said, "I thought Justin Outdoors was a bit of a sissy who didn't actually hike and just punched out videos." That was okay until he through hiked the Canadian Trail, the Great Divide Trail, I believe, and he got charged by a grizzly. No, Justin's a badass, dude. Like the Great Divide Trail, I don't know much about it. The only things I know about it are from when I've interviewed people on Trail Tales that have hiked it, but that trail looks intense. I don't think very many people hike that. You're out there in the Rockies in grizzly country. Just by yourself, man. Yeah. Anybody who hikes that trail, I got fucking utmost respect for that. Justin Outdoors included. And he also goes out in like fucking like negative 30 or whatever. He goes out and does like extreme winter stuff, which I don't do. That is badass as well. That is super badass. So like you got to respect Justin Outdoors. Scott said, Kyle, would you ever hike with the Shill brothers? If so, how would you react if they camp chair shamed you? I thought of a funny video idea. Okay, listen to me. I want to take a camp chair backpacking, but refuse to sit in it. So like carry it, set it up at camp, and then just don't sit in it. Is that funny? That's my idea. I don't know. Oh man, we got another super chat from Blind Observer. This is a deep thinking cat right here because Blind Observer said, with growing technologies and worldly aspiration to travel to Mars, do you ever think there'll be a through hiking trail on another celestial body? Is that how you say that word? You're asking the wrong person. I'm sorry. You gave a super chat. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the question, but I don't know, man. I don't know anything about space or other planets or anything about anything. But can you imagine that, dude? A freaking through hike on Mars? Have they found water there? Is there even probably not? Is that a stupid? See, I don't know anything about this shit. I should probably just shut up. Blind Observer, I appreciate your super chats. But man, I don't know shit about Mars. I haven't even hiked in Europe. Like talk about going to Mars. Rod said won't be hard to get ultralight on the moon. So true. Let's see here. Heath, I think that's how you say that, said, Kyle, would you consider coming out with us Trail Angels to do some trail magic between Greylock and Rutland next summer? Man, if I was still up in the Northeast, I definitely would. I've always wanted to do trail magic. But I don't know where I'm going to be next summer. I probably won't be in Vermont, but if I'm around in the area, Heath, you can send me a message as it gets closer to that time to do that. And maybe if I'm in the area, I would love to do that, but I just kind of doubt I'm going to be there. But I will be going back up to visit my friends in Vermont at some point. So, man. American Hiker 69 said, Kyle, what should I name my baby girl coming in April? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh man. I'm trying to think of something funny. But now I've paused and said that. Uncle Andy said Kylie. Name her River. Don't do that. Let's see. Sorry, I feel like I need to constantly be talking because otherwise it gets boring. But like sometimes I just get lost in the chat because you guys are fucking hilarious. The Singularity 2 said, what hiker YouTube channels do you watch? Let's see. It varies. Taylor, the New Hampshire hiker, she's probably the one I watch the most out of everybody. Who else? I mean, I have watched just about all of them over the years, but I don't really watch any of them on the regular, nor do they watch any of the other hiking channels on the regular. Let's see. Taylor, New Hampshire, she's probably the one that I watch the most. But I mean, I watch other people's videos. I've been watching some of My Life Outdoors' videos recently. That guy's killing it. That guy's awesome. I want to get him on Trail Tales too. I'm looking at my YouTube right now to see who else pops up here. And then honestly, the most that I ever watch hiking YouTube is when I'm planning a trail and then I'm like trying to get pumped for it or trying to learn more about it. And so then I'll watch videos on that trail. And so a lot of the time what ends up happening is, excuse me, I'll watch videos from people that don't really have like, a lot of subscribers or whatever. Like I'll just watch like their videos of random trails. And I always think like, I wonder if they watch my videos and if they would care. Probably not that Kyle Hates Hiking is watching their videos. They wouldn't give a shit. Let's be honest. We got a few super chats here. Mark Jacobson. What's up, Mark? Thank you for the super chat. Here is a deposit for a bidet or a beer. I'm going to use it as a beer. I'm doing the first 800 miles of the PCT next year. Can't wait. Appreciate your videos. Well, Mark, thank you very much. You should be really excited. I'm not going to lie, though. You're going to do those 800 miles and you're going to have done, let's see, all of the desert and then just a bit of the Sierra. You're going to have to get off in the middle of the Sierra, which might be a little bit. You should still go do it. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but it's going to be tough to take yourself off trail right after doing so much desert. And then you're finally in like the good stuff. And then you're going to have to get off trail, but you'll have fun. And I'm sure if you do those first 800, you'll come back and finish the rest at some point. So, Mark, thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate that. And then Blind Observer, the old kitty cat here, has another one. Give us your best pickup line. Go. Oh God. Okay. Dude, I'm so bad at pickup lines. Fuck, dude. Oh no. I don't know, dude. I don't do pickup lines. Girls don't like me, okay? I don't talk to girls. Pickup line. I don't know, dude. Anybody have any good like hiking pickup lines? You guys. Blind Observer, I really appreciate all your super chats tonight. I'm sorry. That was a lame answer. Boo me. VLCGS. Wow. VLSG said, "Are there any special women in the life of Kyle Hates Hiking?" Yes, and it is your mother. Ha. Are you guys sick of your mom jokes yet? I thought there would be more tonight, and there hasn't been, so that's good. Pickup line. I pitched a 10. Your duplex or mine? Offer her your face instead of a camp chair. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. You guys are way better at these than I am. Oh man. Are you going to through hike MILF Island? Sorry, I'm not talking. Sorry, I just get lost in the chat. You guys are funny as shit. Hit the like button, please, if you haven't done so already. We're only 48 likes away from passing the number of people watching right now. Let's see here. Luke Hendricks said, planning an AT through hike is a 12-pound base weight bad. That's as low as I can get it and still be comfortable. Luke, 12-pound base weight is not bad. You will be just fine. In fact, you might even find that that's actually a little bit lighter than the average out there. So no, 12 pounds will be just fine. You should not be stressing about it. Oh my God, I feel bad, dude. All this ultralight douchebags are always talking about going lightweight, and then people get stressed out when their base weight is 12 pounds. That is just fine. That's just fine. You will be just fine. Myers said, favorite trail town on the PCT and on the AT. Great question. Favorite trail town. Let's start with the PCT because that's fresh on the mind. Mammoth Lakes was really fun. South Lake Tahoe was really fun, but Flossie and I also had a friend that lived there. So we kind of were cheating when we went there because we had someone to stay with. We had someone to drive us around. We had someone that had friends there who had a boat. We went on a boat in Lake Tahoe when we were on our zero. And I fucking forgot to put it in the video, guys. Literally, I didn't film it, but like I did put it on my Instagram story, and I was like planning on mentioning how awesome the zero was at the beginning of that next video, and then I was gonna have Luke like cut in a few shots from my Instagram of like us goofing around and going on the boat and stuff, and then I forgot to send it to him, and we didn't do it, so it's a bummer. That's my bad. Favorite trail town on the AT? Let's see. Manchester Center, Vermont has a soft spot in my heart because that was the first town that I ever hitchhiked into when I was in high school and I was doing a section hike. Um, let's see. Other cool trail towns on the AT. Damascus is a classic. The trail goes right through it. Hot Springs was really cool. Um, they were all pretty cool. Duncannon, Pennsylvania is kind of a shithole, but it was still cool. There's a lot of good towns. Christian Hepburn said, "What did you use as a camera and lens on your PCT through hike, and how much weight did it all weigh?" Um, I bring my heavy lenses, and it adds a hell of a lot of weight. Yeah, it does, dude. Okay. So I actually didn't weigh all of my camera stuff, but I have weighed it in the past, and so my best guess is it was around 3 pounds, and that includes the camera, the lens, the microphone, the clip on my backpack that holds the camera when I'm hiking, extra battery. What else? I think that's it. A charger for my batteries too, for my camera batteries. It was around 3 pounds. I used and am still using right now the Canon EOS R with a Canon EF 24 millimeter lens, which is a little bit outdated at this point, but I can't bring myself to buy a new camera yet because that shit is expensive, dude. Mako Blitz said, "What are your thoughts on drones for filming? Legality? Would you ever bring one? Experiences?" I'm not going to talk about the legality because my opinion on anything legal does not matter. But as far as me bringing one, I've never used one before. I don't really have a desire to bring one. I don't want to say never, but I don't think I'm going to be using one anytime soon. My camera's getting low on battery. Oh shit. I think we'll be good though. They're heavy and they're like drone shots are sick. Don't get me wrong, but like pretty much all they're ever used for is B-roll and kind of transitions in the videos. And like, I just feel like that's a lot of money to spend and a lot of weight to carry just to get one type of additional B-roll shot. I just don't think that's worth it for me. So I don't think that I'm going to carry one anytime soon, but I don't know. Maybe someday. Matt O said, "What type of trail magic do through hikers like most?" That's a great question. Wow. It's different for everybody. So I'm not going to speak on behalf of all through hikers, obviously. But let's see. What type of trail magic? For me, I liked soda, especially when it was hot out. Like I never drink soda in regular life, but on trail, if you get a cold soda at a road crossing, like that's some of the best trail magic. Um, this has never happened to me, but one thing I've always wanted to happen was to get to a road crossing at the end of the day, like a not a normal like popular road crossing, like a dirt road crossing in the middle of nowhere where you were planning on camping nearby and then there's someone there grilling food and passing out drinks and partying. That is like my dream. That does happen. And there was a number of times in the PCT where we hiked by those spots like during the day, but like we had to get our miles in and so we couldn't just stop and hang out the rest of the day, but like other hikers were lucky enough to get to camp with these people that were doing trail magic. So like that's a good idea. Like you can make food. Some people like alcohol as trail magic. I really don't, to be honest, because I'm hiking. I'm in the middle of a long day. Like I don't want to dehydrate myself. So I don't drink alcohol when I'm on trail, but like soda is great. And it varies for everybody. Fresh fruit is a lot of is a favorite from a lot of people. I just saw the Amish potato is in the chat. Hell yeah, the Amish potato. I remember that name. I love that name, dude. The Amish potato. Um, let's see. John's Appalachian Trail Journey said, "I'm Nobo the AT last week of January." Damn, that's an early start date. I have a lot of questions. Facebook class, not much help, and Reddit is weird. Would you ever consider meeting over Microsoft Teams? Do you do private consults? I don't have Microsoft Teams. I deleted that shit after I quit my last job. But John, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's such a genuine question. John, send me an email and maybe there's a chance that we could work something out. I've never done one of those before, but like I want to help you guys. Um, let's see. Kyle, have you ever backpacked in the Catskills Slide Mountain? I have not backpacked there, but I have hiked Slide Mountain and I've also hiked Hunter, the two 4,000 footers there. Um, let's see. Karen said Governor Sununu, who's the governor of New Hampshire, does trail magic on June 3rd, 603 day. Huh. Yeah, yeah. He hiked the Appalachian Trail in 1998, I guess. Yeah. I had heard that he had hiked the AT before, which is cool. I didn't know he did trail magic though, dude. Imagine that. You're like freaking hiking along, like you're all fucked up, like ready to get to town. You get to the road and then the governor's there. It's like fuck. It's like that's crazy. I also heard a story about Howard Dean, former presidential candidate, um, picking up a hitchhiker on the long trail one time. This was just a story I think I read in one of the Green Mountain Club's magazines like a few years back. But like, imagine that you get picked up by someone who ran for president. That's crazy. I should probably stop talking about this before people start arguing about fucking politics. Um, Chris said tips for water carry on the PCT. Great question. So I hadn't really experienced too much water carrying before the PCT. Um, I would say the only tip I'll say, start with more capacity than you think you need, maybe a liter more than you think you need. And then if you find out that you really don't need that much, you can get rid of some of the capacity. Because when I was first planning for the PCT, I was like, I'm going to bring 5 liters. And then I ended up switching it to 6. And I'm really glad I did because I like ended up using 6 liters multiple times. There's a few times where not very often, but there was a few times that I had to drink all 6 liters. Dusty said, you carried 6 liters. Yes, I did. And like I said, there was a few times where I needed that shit too. There was a few more times where I even carried 6 that I didn't end up needing at all. But there was a few times where I carried 6 liters and I drank all of it. But I drank a lot. I probably drank a little bit more than the average person. And then I also like to cook at camp. I like to clean my pot with a little bit of water. And so whenever I was dry camping and it was like a big stretch between water sources, that's usually when I would carry those 6 liters. It wasn't like, I was hiking, I don't know. Anytime I was dry camping, I would usually fill up the 6 as long as it was a pretty good stretch in between. I basically just said this. I'm just repeating myself at this point. But and then when there was a few days that we had 20-mile water carries, I would start with 6 liters on those days as well. Let's see. Yeah, Kara said, Chris, you'll be Gucci with less than 6 liters. Yeah, I will say 6 liters is more than, I should probably have already said this. 6 liters was more than what a lot of people would carry. But that's what I needed. God, it sucks carrying 6 liters of water, dude. Fuck that. It sucks. But so does dehydration. I had 4 smart water bottles, each 1 liter. These guys right here. And then I had a 2-liter platypus. Yeah, that shit sucked. Let's see. Josh said, did you ever keep a journal on trail to write down your thoughts or stats? Kind of. I did. I printed out is it half mile notes? There's a website. Oh boy, my camera's flashing red. That's not good. There's a website, the battery that is. Yeah, there's a website called Half Mile, I think it is. Yeah, it's Half Mile. And they have just a bunch of data on the PCT. It's got like the miles of every little waypoint. And so I printed that out into a little booklet and then I carried it with me, and then I would just mark where we camped each night and write some notes in there. Um, the Amish potato, yes, let's go. The Amish fucking potato, dude. I love that. I love that name. That should be your trail name, if that's not your trail name. Thanks for the shout out. Here's money for a coffee in the morning, or put it towards your camp chair fund. The old camp chair fund. We got to get that going again. Thank you so much, the Amish potato. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for having an amazing name. And thank you to everyone who has been given super chats tonight, and everyone who's just been watching, everyone who's been asking questions. This might be my most viewed live stream at one time ever, to be honest. I can't quite remember if we ever got up to quite this amount of people last year when Flossie and I were doing them, but like, damn, that's awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to start to wrap this up because my camera is going to die, but we're going to do 3 more questions. This is how we do them, so don't leave yet. We're going to do 3 more questions, and I'm going to be picky. And then after the 3 questions are done, I'm going to go offline and I'm going to go pee because I really have to pee now. 3 more questions, get them out there, make them good, and hit the like button as well. Because Donna. No, it was Annie. Annie just pointed out that we did it. We did it. We passed. A couple people signed off when I said that the live stream was ending soon, but so I kind of feel like I cheated. But we passed the number of likes to the number of people watching. Thank you guys. All right, we got a bunch of chats here. Holy shit. Let's see. These are funny, guys. American Hiker 69 said, "How often did you take gear from hiker gear boxes?" Not very often, guys. I would take syringes for the Sawyer filter sometimes, though, because those were always in hiker boxes, and they are nice because then you can backflush your filter. Good question, but I almost never take stuff from hiker boxes. I did leave stuff every now and then. All right, that was the first question. This isn't a question, but Mark just left us a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Mark. Is that my initials or is that saying he wants to knock me out? I'm not really sure. Either way, Mark, thank you very much. Got a lot of super chats tonight, guys. Thank you so much. 2 more questions. Let's see. I'm being picky. I told you guys. God. You guys have been funny as shit tonight. This is awesome. Donna said, "Have you ever run into a hiker that was dangerously unprepared?" Probably. On the very first day of the PCT, Flossie and I ran into a couple guys who we later heard ended up getting evacuated via helicopter because they ran out of water in the desert. I didn't really talk to them very much. They did look pretty unprepared. They were holding gallon jugs of water. And I'm not trying to goof on them, honestly, because I guess it was a pretty serious situation, but that was just rumors. I never confirmed that. But yeah, I have run into unprepared hikers. It sucks. Hopefully they watch the videos and they learn a little bit before they go out there. One more question. You guys are fucking nuts, dude. Some of these chats. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your super chats. Thanks for smashing the like button. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the most amount of people we've ever had in a live stream. And be on the lookout for more live streams too, guys. I want to start doing this on the regular again. This isn't a question, but Dusty said we miss Flossie. I miss Flossie too, man. I miss Flossie too. I'll see him soon. One more question. It's got to be good. There's one I'm thinking about answering, but I want to give you guys just a second to maybe top it. Chris said stream started 69 minutes ago. Nice. All right, I'm going to answer this one. The last question of the night is from What the Maddie. What the Maddie said, what is the scariest moment on the PCT? Dude, I had one of the scariest moments ever hiking on the PCT, and I did mention it in the videos, or one of the videos, very, very briefly, and then I never mentioned it again after that. And I really feel like I am kind of screwed up, to be honest, because I totally glossed over it in the video. Like I talked about it for like 30 seconds and then it was just over. And I feel like it was a very significant thing that should have gotten more attention in the videos. With that said, I am going to make a full video on it at some point, probably pretty soon. Actually, I've already started planning it a little bit. But anyways, when I was hiking, I'll give the brief version here. When I was hiking on the Eagle, what's this stupid alternate called? Hold on a second. I want to get this right. It was an alternate on the PCT right before the Oregon-Washington border. It's probably someone who already knows and is putting it in the chat. I'm not going to look though. I'm going to find it myself. What was it called? Not Dry Creek. What's this bullshit called? All right, maybe I will look at the chat. Eagle Creek, yes. Thank you, Sid C. Eagle Creek. We were on the Eagle Creek alternate, and that part of the trail is just a giant cliff, basically. It's like a 200-foot drop, maybe, and you're literally right on the edge of the cliff. And dude, it's so steep there, and there's a river at the bottom. Sorry, I'm trying to practice here for my video telling this story. There's a river at the bottom of the cliff, huge drop off, and it's like really, really steep. Like, so the trail's here, the drop's here, and then there's like a wall basically, and it's like that doesn't make any sense. Fuck, I don't know how to explain this, but anyways, a huge boulder. According to Brandon, it was the size of a car. I didn't see it. It just came loose and it just went flying down, flew right over the trail and flew off this cliff 200 feet down into the water. And it was like an explosion. And it was crazy because Brandon was in front, I was in the middle, and Flossie was behind me. I was maybe 15, probably like 30 yards behind Brandon. Flossie was probably a little bit further, maybe like 50 yards behind me. And dude, like I was going along and then I felt like the vibrations. Like I felt like something was off. Honestly, the first thing that came into my head was like a tree was falling or something. Like that's kind of, and like I heard it, and this all happened so fast. And I looked up and I saw Brandon huddled against the side of the trail to like kind of try to like shield himself a little bit. And like the look on his face, like I could tell it was not good. And so I saw this, I felt the vibrations. I heard it. It just literally happened in a split second. I just started running and I ran up towards Brandon. And according to him, because he was facing me as it fell, according to him, the rock was about 15 yards behind me. And so if I hadn't started running, who knows? Like first of all, the boulder was big enough that it could have killed me. And then there was also a cliff. And it was crazy. And Flossie was around a bend. And so he came around the bend just after the boulder fell off the cliff. And he like watched it go down into the river. And it was like a huge explosion in the water. It was fucking crazy, dude. Like that was honestly, I was like shaking afterwards. And like I filmed right afterwards and put it in the video, but then I never mentioned it again. Like this was honestly one of the craziest things that's ever happened to me. I'm going to make a video on this at some point. I got to tell the story a little bit better, but yeah, it was nuts. With that said, I'm going to go pee. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I appreciate all your comments, all your super chats, all your everything, and look forward to a new video tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Woohoo!